If you want to speak Spanish, English, French, German, or whatever language fluently, this is an exercise you should do regularly. And I'm starting a weekly speaking exercise that I'll publish here to help you all become fluent in whatever language that you're learning faster, right? To improve your speaking specifically, to speak more fluently, make fewer mistakes, and to speak with better pronunciation. So, this is how it works. I'll give you a weekly topic and you have to learn to speak about it. How? Well, first we're going to write a language island for it. What is a language island? A language island is a list of sentences that you prepare for a specific topic to be able to talk about a specific topic. All right. So we'll write as much as we can about that specific topic. The first example here is going to be your routine, your daily routine. So these are a bunch of questions about your daily routine. Yeah. What time do you usually wake up in the morning? Do you have any morning rituals or routines before starting your day? Blah, blah, blah. And here you can translate them into whatever language you're trying to learn. In this case, French. I'm not learning French, it's just an example. So, yeah, what time do you usually wake up in the morning? À quelle heure vous réveillez-vous habituellement les matins? Habituellement, je me réveille environ 8 heures le matin, for example. Yeah. The idea is for you to answer in speaking if you can, but that comes later. That's part three. Part one is writing your answers. Yeah. So, what time do you usually wake up in the morning? Usually, I wake up at around 8 o'clock in the morning. En général, or like I said earlier, habituellement, je me réveille environ vers, yeah, you've got different options, environ 8 heures du matin. And if you're learning whatever, Portuguese, you'll have, normalmente acordo per volta das 8 horas da manhã. And the same thing for any other language that you're learning, Spanish, Russian, etc. The next thing you'll do is, well, first of all, you need to answer all of them. Yeah. Try to write as much as you can about your day. The next thing you'll do, and if there are questions that aren't useful, then just delete them. Only answer the ones that you find useful and write as much as you can about them. And if there's something else that is not included in the questions that you'd like to say, also write about it. Whatever, like, as much as you can say about your daily routine. Basically, that should be the language island. Minimum 30 sentences in total. Write as much as you can. If you write 100 sentences, it's better. Okay. Then you're going to take some sort of text to speech software and you're going to create an audio file of your translation. And you're going to start listening to it daily. I recommend TTS Maker because it sounds quite natural in most languages. There are many others. Use whatever is free or available or that you like. And you should listen to it regularly so you get used to listening to yourself talking about your routine in the target language. That's number two. Number three is translating pen and paper. Yeah, so you take pen and paper, take a notebook and a pen, and you translate your answers from English or whatever your native language is into the target language without looking, and then you compare it with the original and correct all your mistakes. Yeah. Also, you should read the target language sentences aloud a few times. I'm going to give you a different topic every week. So if you read them aloud a few times a day for the whole week, you'll remember them well. If you're also listening to the audio files, your pronunciation will get better when you read them aloud. If you just read them aloud but you don't listen to them, you might not pronounce them properly. And finally, we're going to take the questions only again at the end and try to answer them after, you know, translating them, reading them aloud, listening to them over and over, uh, translating them and then correcting and so on, doing the rest of the exercises. You go back to the questions only, no answers, and you try to answer them. So, what time do you usually wake up in the morning? And in the target language, you try to answer it. First, you try to maybe translate the question as well. Like, what time do you usually wake up in the morning? You translate it into the language mentally. You say it actually aloud, and then you try to answer it in speaking. And then, do you have any morning rituals or routines before starting your day? And you try to answer it by speaking, yeah, aloud on your own. And you do it with the whole list of sentences. And that's it. You do this for the whole week, and you're able to talk. You'll be able to talk about your daily routine in the target language. And this is the homework for the week, really. If you learn one of these language islands per week, in a year, you'll be able to talk about basically anything. It's as simple as that. I'll create another one of these next week. If you really want to improve in whatever language you're learning, you need to start using language islands, right?